Hello everyone, Sam back for another Minecraft IT tutorial. Today we're going to be building James Madison, the US President. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build James Madison, you are going to need black concrete, block of gold, black wool, bamboo fence, block of coal, gray concrete, polished black stone button, light gray terracotta, white concrete, white wool, and light gray wool. So once you have all those materials together, we can go ahead and begin. So we're going to start James Madison off with a row of 8 with your black concrete. I've already done it. Next, we're going to do 1 black concrete, 2 blocks of gold, 2 black concretes, 2 blocks of gold, 1 black concrete. The next 4 rows are entirely black wool. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next row is going to be 1 black concrete, 6 black wool, 1 black concrete. And then the final row of the legs is 1 black concrete, 1 black wool, 1 block of coal, 2 black wools, 1 block of coal, 1 black wool. James Madison was the shortest United States president, and I tried to signify that here by him being the shortest Minecraft president, even shorter than John Adams. So what we're going to do now is add on 3D details. So we're going to bring the black concretes right here, just forward by 1. And then with our bamboo fence, we're going to do 3 bamboo fences right here and 1 on top, just like that. And that will give us the front of the legs completely done. Let's do the sides of the legs now. So we're going to take everything back by 3, and you're pretty much just going to drag everything back by 3, and that's it. So pretty simple. And then the back of the legs, we'll just fill the back of the shoes black concrete, and then just do, what is that, 4 rows of black wool? Yeah. And then just 2 rows of black concrete. And that'll be it. Pretty simple. So moving on to the torso. First thing we're going to do is on top of this black concrete here, we're going to go up by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if you want to, you can go ahead and just double that down behind it. This row is going to be very similar, but on this one, we're going to place a gray concrete here with a black stone button on it, and then just 11 black concretes on top. And then behind, of course, if you want to. So there we go. Now what we're going to do, the first 2 rows we're going to do entirely block of coal. That's not the right block. Like that. And then we're going to place a gray concrete right here. Skip a block, gray concrete, skip a block, gray concrete, skip a block, gray concrete. And then these last 3 rows are going to be entirely black concrete. And just place them in the middle here. Go ahead and fill in behind if you want. And then on the other side, there is no gray concrete, so you can just go ahead and fill that in with black concrete. On top of these gray concretes, we're going to place polished black stone buttons. We are then, with our white concrete and the white wool, going to fill in these top 2 rows with white concrete. And then in the next row, we're going to place 2 in the middle. We're going to fill this entire section in with block of coal right here. Like that. And then with our white wool, we're going to place 3 white wool at a diagonal just like this, and then 2 right here. And then we don't need the bamboo fence anymore. With our polished black stone buttons, we're just going to place them all the way down right here, stopping just right here. So that will give us the front of the torso completely done. Moving on to the arms, we are going to do, starting on this row with the gray concrete, we're going to do 2 light gray terracottas and then 2 whites. We're going to do an additional row of white terracotta, then a row of white concrete, and then the rest of the arm is entirely black concrete. And then what we're going to do up here on the collar, we're going to place 2 black concretes here and then 1 right here. And then let's go ahead and do the other arm. So yeah, pretty simple. James Madison, not a lot to him. James Monroe's even easier. So there we go. And then with the white wool, we're just going to place a white wool here and here. Just like that. And then the collar, of course. Just like that. So moving on to the sides, pretty simple. We're just going to drag everything back by 3. The white terracotta. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. Drag all this back. By the way, in this series, I'm not going to go over my political beliefs. This is not that kind of channel. Obviously, I do have political beliefs, especially as I live in America. But just, it's not the sake of it's not the point of the channel. By the way, the entire back of the statue is black concrete, so just while I talk about this. But anyways, the point of the channel is not to talk about politics. I'm just doing this for entertainment purposes, just to make the presidents of Minecraft. And yeah, we'll make all the way up to Donald Trump, Joe Biden, all them. But yeah, I will not be discussing my opinions on this channel just because I know it's a very sensitive topic, and honestly, I don't want to dabble in any of that, and I don't want to start a war in the comments. So yeah. So that's, if any of you were wanting to know, you ain't going to. So that's all I'm gonna say. But there we go. Okay. And then we're just going to drag the collar all the way across back here, and then just a row underneath going inward by 1, like that. And then with our white wool, we're just going to go ahead and finish the collars on the cuffs on the side. So 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 here and 1 here. By the way, James Madison was a Democratic Republican. I don't know if I've stated politicals like parties in the previous videos. George Washington was an independent, but it is most commonly associated that if he was a political party, he would have been a Federalist. But he did not like political parties. John Adams was a diehard Federalist. Thomas Jefferson was a diehard Democratic Republican, and James Madison was also a Democratic Republican. So, anyways, moving on to the head now. So, for the head, with our white terracotta, we're going to bring these forward by 2 here. Go ahead and connect those together. For this first row, we're going to do 3 white terracottas, 3 light grays, or two light grays, sorry, 3 white terracottas. Next row is entirely white. Next row, we're going to do 1 white terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 gray wool, 2 white terracottas, 1 gray wool, 1 white wool, 1 white terracotta. Next row, 1 white terracotta, 2 light gray wools, 2 white terracottas, 2 light gray wools, 1 white terracotta. Then we're going to do 2 entire rows of white terracotta. And then the final row, we're going to do 1 white wool, 2 white terracottas, 2 white wools, 2 white terracottas, 1 white wool. Will give us this. So, moving to the sides, it's just the basic sides of my heads, and we're going to add a lot to it, of course. So much drainage, guys. I hate drainage. Let's go ahead and do the back and the top, because they're just completely white terracotta. So yeah, James Madison, shortest United States president at the height of 5'4", I believe. Also right here, we're going to make this a white terracotta and this a white terracotta, and that's it. I'm trying to think of any other facts about James Madison. Oh, War of 1812 was a big one. War of 1812 occurred during his presidency. A lot of current Americans honestly don't even know what the War of 1812 is. So those of you who don't know what it is, it was basically like we'll call it a sequel to the American Revolution between America and Britain. This one wasn't nearly as deadly as the American Revolution, but it still wasn't great. The British invaded Washington, D.C., burned down the White House. And honestly, America and the British were not playing very good cards that entire game, or that entire war. The British were kind of cocky. The Americans were kind of not interested in the war, so it was just a really weird war. But anyways, let's do this side first. So to start this, we're going to do 2 white wools right here. Next year, we're going to take the white wools. Actually, we're going to place 1, 2, and 3 white wools right here. And then the row behind it, we're going to place 5, like this. Or that's not 5, 4, sorry. The row behind that, we're going to place 3. And the row behind that is 3. Row behind that is going to be 2. And then the row behind that's going to be 5, including that one. And then 4. So like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place a white wool right here. 2 right here and 1 right here. And then beneath this, we're going to place 5, just like this. There we go. And that will give us just kind of like buns, I guess, in his hair. So there's that side. The other side is the exact same. So let's go ahead and do that. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So there's that side done. And now for the back. The back is pretty similar to George Washington's, actually. Not quite, but similar. So for the back of this one, we're going to do 3 white wools right here, going inward. Leave these 4 blocks alone. Next row, we're going to do the entire row right here. Next row, entire row. Next row, we're going to place the 8 blocks right here. And then the next row, go in another and place 6 here. Then with our black concrete, we're going to place a 2x2 square of it just right here. And then we're going to place a 2x2 square of white wool right here. I'm going to place 2 white wools coming out of the bottom halves. Take this down by 2 rows. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to place 1 on this corner, 1 on this corner. That's his little ponytail. And that is actually the entirety of the statue, you guys. So let me get rid of my hand here. That's not the right tab. So yeah, there he is. That is James Madison, you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed on this tutorial. That was a pretty easy one. So, but yeah, you guys. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.